新中国联邦全球农场联盟秘书长青藤先生2月10日在WarRoom的直播中表示，美中即将爆发的贸易战对中共来说不是好事，因为中共国的经济正在衰退，失业率达到50%。青藤先生认为，中共坚持不了多长时间，中共没有实力应对美国的贸易战。
It's not good for Chinese Communist Party, that's for sure, because the economy is in decline, and the raising unemployment and the living cost is so high. So that's why a lot of young people, we saw the number, we saw the report that the marriage rate dropped significantly. And I don't think this trade war, they will last long for Chinese Communist Party, because right now, Chinese young people cannot afford the marriage. The Chinese entered into this era that people has no desire or no desire. They choose not to marry, not to have children, not to have a house, and not to work, because it's so hard to find a job. The official number for Chinese from the Chinese official for unemployment rate is 20%. But the real number actually is more than 50%. That tells you how bad the economy is. So that's why I don't think the Chinese Communist Party will last long with this trade war or with this tariff, because with the tariff they add on will make it harder for the Chinese people, for the Chinese business. So they won't last long. And also I think Mr. Trump's tariff add on the Chinese Communist Party is going to be, in long term, is good for the U.S. people, for the 老百姓 here, because they will bring the manufacturing back and also cut the tie with Chinese Communist Party, because Chinese Communist Party using their supply chain, using their so-called marketing to corrupt, to blackmail all the CEOs and companies here in the U.S. They use all the capitals they gain from the U.S. capital market to corrupt officials, CEOs in this country. They also do the propaganda in this country. So that's why I think this action, the tariff adding on to the Chinese Communist Party, is going to be good for both of Chinese people and the US people, because the Chinese people already suffered for 70 years. Now the young generation cannot even afford house in China. Let me give you things in perspective. Imagine you making 100,000 in US dollars, but you have to purchase 3 million to 4 million for 600 square feet apartment in China. That's how much cost for people. It's not sustainable.
Wow.
People are already aware of that.
Wow.
There is a saying in China about 6 wallet, because in order to afford one apartment, you have to pay from your own pocket, your wife's pocket, your wife's parents, and your parents. That 6 pocket has to pull in for the down payment in order for you to purchase the apartment. So right now, I think this tariff in long term is good for Chinese people, because we want to take down the Chinese Communist Party. I think to overthrow the Chinese Communist Party, we have to cut all the ties. We talked about this long time ago, decouple economically, technologically with Chinese Communist Party. That will bring down the Chinese Communist Party. Eventually, that's good for the Chinese people and the U.S. 老百姓.